Good evening, folks. My name is Riley Maricchio, and welcome to week 2 of the Stafford Weekly Series. We're going to be racing a 50-lap feature in the SK Modifieds. Pace car is going to be pulling off. Some things to quick note, caution laps do not count. So anytime there's some yellows, those laps will not count towards our 50-lap goal tonight. We can do a quick rundown of the order. Up front, we have Paul Caruso, followed by Kyle Martin, Tracy Petter, Stephen Choate, Riley Maricchio, Zachary Wilt, Kyle St. Jean, Brandon Morey, Anthony Bello, Ty Alkis, Zachary Plessity, Thomas Capuano, Pete Lord, Corey Cassingray, Payne Buffum, Bob Pedersen, Zane Farrell, David Koloptoski, sorry if I botched these, Ethan Brewster, Jimmy Butchip, Colt Martin, and Gavin Buchunk. Like I said, guys, 50-lap feature, SK Modifieds. Fun fact, these are turned up to 110%. Doing some testing, we figured that it's actually a little bit better. But pace car lights are off, which means it is time to go green. 50-lap feature race, SK Modifieds. It's on the green flag. Here we go, boys. Green flag is out. Paul Caruso is going to take us into turn 1. Kyle Martin up top. Tracy Petter making a move under Kyle Martin coming out of 2. Paul Caruso looks back in the mirror. He's excited to see battling. It's always a good thing. Tracy Petter is to the inside of Kyle Martin coming out of 4. What will he do with this run? Tracy Petter is going to clear him as Riley Maricchio is going to get to the inside of Kyle Martin coming out of 2. Momentum on his side. Kyle Martin slides up, giving room. Tracy Petter going to try and make the move for the lead into 1. Will it stick? Sliding up. Paul Caruso is going to give the room. Tracy Petter with momentum coming out of 2. Diving it into 3. They call it bottom shot for a reason. It looks like we do have a yellow. Let's go see where we can find it. Oh, looks like Kyle St. Jean is down pit road. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to him. Oh, looks like he gets hooked by Zachary Wilt. Unfortunate. Fun fact, he actually won Heat 2. He was quick. It looks like that right front is seen better days. Looks like Kyle St. Jean will be going to the pits. Very unfortunate run for him. All right, so following that, we got Paul Caruso up front, Tracy Petter in 2nd, Riley Maricchio in 3rd, Kyle Martin in 4th. Have to update some of the order here once the cars cross the green flag. We got Zachary Wilt in 5th and Bello in 6th. Anyone tuning in, I hope you guys are enjoying the race so far. We're on lap 3 of 50. Paul Caruso so far is looking quick though. Field is lining up, guys. You see them side by side going into one. Pace car lights are off, which means that the pace car is going to dip down coming into turn 3. Paul Caruso and Tracy Petter on the front row, followed by Riley Maricchio and Kyle Martin. It's going to be a great battle for the lead. Pace car is in. It's on Paul Caruso coming out of turn 4. When's he going to go? Tracy Petter's got to line this up perfectly. Paul Caruso is on. We're green at Stafford. Lap 450. Here we go. Paul Caruso keeping it on the bottom. Riley Maricchio is going to get to the inside. Tracy Petter coming out of 2. Anthony Bello's going to dive it inside of Kyle Martin. Battle for 4th place. Tracy Petter's going to get to the top side of Paul Caruso. Looks like we do have some carnage up back. Still green so far. Riley Maricchio coming out of 2. Gonna look for that lead here. Can't quite find it. He's gonna clear Tracy Petter. Anthony Bello's gonna fight Petter for 4th. Riley Maricchio inside of Paul Caruso. Battle for the lead. Paul Caruso goes way high into turn 1. Anthony Bello. Tracy Petter's gonna have to check up coming out of 2 there. Bello was sliding up and Paul Caruso was slowing way down. Bello's looking for the inside of Paul Caruso coming out of 4, which he will get here. Will the momentum stick? Bello throwing it into 1 and 2. Caruso way high again there. He's taking the high line. Great racing so far as Kyle Martin's going to get to the inside of Paul Caruso. I think they call it the Stafford shuffle. Paul Caruso's going way back as Tracy Petter gets to the inside for 5th place. Paul Caruso trying to make a move on Kyle Martin. Good battle so far as it looks like we are single file here now. Coming up onto lap 9 of 50. Paul Caruso diving in, looking for any opportunity he can. It's Tracy Petter taking his time, possibly saving tire. Long race to go. Still about 40 laps. Looks like Thomas is going to send it down to Ty Alcus. And that's going to get him sideways. That should bring out the yellow flag. That's going to bring the yellow flag out. Let's see if we go back quickly, watch what happened there, folks. I think we saw plenty, but get a little quick replay of it. You see Thomas go down, try the bottom shot. Not going to stick. It's a little dirty down there. Some rubber. Spun himself out there. Couldn't quite get it. Couldn't quite fix it out of 4, so. It's going to wad him up, and we're going to start again. Lap 10 of 50, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. It's pretty good racing up front. Pace car should be coming out of 2 right now. Looks like he is. If anyone's interested in joining the league, by the way, I should have said this earlier. It's called the Stafford Weekly Series. We run every Wednesday. Heat racing starts at 7:45. Open practice at 7:15 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday. So if you guys want to check it out, there's Facebook. It's called Stafford Weekly Series. And yeah, running every Wednesday right now. We got a point series going on. It looks like we are going green. Riley Maricchio will take us to the start. Bello up top. Kyle Martin's going to come out of 2. Will he get the momentum? Will that stick? Looks like it will. There's no way Bello can block him here. Dives into 3. We call it the bottom shot on the apron for a reason. Bello is going to clear him. Great driving by Anthony Bello there. And real Stafford SK modified winner here at Stafford Motor Speedway. Pretty sure it's 2-time. Could be wrong about that. Tracy Petter's going to get inside of Paul Caruso for 4th place, and that should settle the front up single file pretty well, though there are some battles. Kyle Martin looking below Anthony Bello, can't quite get the run. He's going to come out of 2. Will he get that momentum? He's looking strong here. Some good battles for the top 10. You can see them back there forming. So far, so good racing. Let's take a look more towards the back, because there is a wreck that might bring out the yellow flag, which it does. Let's go see if we have any cars that we can tell are in that. Not quite see anything. Take a look. We got anything? Oh! Looks like St. Jean has turned again. Rough day by him. He did have a good heat win, but unfortunately, feature's not the same here. Almost missed that start there that first time. Apologize about that. I'm gonna make sure when we got one to go there. I was busy announcing what I was saying earlier is the Stafford Weekly Series is on Facebook. Please drop us a follow if you're tuning in, if you're a fan, if you're a driver, watching after the race, anybody, I don't care. Don't forget to give us a follow. It's called Stafford Weekly Series, and the Discord link is in the description of the Facebook if you guys are curious of joining. We had our first race, points race last week. Went pretty well. This week decided to start the broadcast, so there is no record of last week besides on Facebook. I have posted the winner, Stephen Choate, the 72 car. Congrats to him. And we are not streaming the heat races yet, but we will be streaming the 50-lap feature moving forward. Pace car lights are off. You guys can see that right there. That means the pace car is going to pull off in turns 3. See Kyle Martin giving a little bumper right there. He's ready to go. Riley Maricchio will be starting us off of turn 4. Bello on the outside. Kyle Martin inside. Tracy Petter at 4th. Here goes Riley Maricchio starting the field. He's going to get a good start. Kind of held up there a little bit. Tracy Petter's going to move to the inside. Kyle Martin inside of Bello. Is he going to get that momentum that he needs off the corner, which it looks like he will, as Tracy Petter's going to dive it in there into turn 3. Call it bottom shot for a reason. Bello on the outside. Will he get the Stafford shuffle? Kyle Martin might clear him in turn 1 and 2 here. It's going to be interesting as Tracy Petter's going to follow Kyle. Kyle is the snowplow right now. Coming out of 2s, Tracy Petter going to get the momentum. Anthony Bello fighting on the top side for that 3rd position. Podium, folks. Tracy Petter, bottom shot, driving up the apron. Bello is going to pitch him very low, and that's actually going to mess his momentum up. Alka's looking inside of Anthony Bello. Bello's going to defend that position. Alka does not have the momentum to get where he needs to go. Tracy Petter battle with Kyle Martin for 2nd place here. Very fast driver, as many are aware. He's going to look in here into 1. He is not. He's going to wait for that momentum off of 2. A lot of the passing here happens in 3 and 4 with the bottom shots. You can see that slight momentum coming off the corner. Choate battling for what I believe is 7th place back there. It looks interesting, so let's go check that out. Rob Pedersen battling as well. Paul Caruso. Good battles further back. Oh, looks like Paul Caruso is getting loose, which he does. He's going to lock it up right there. That might be the yellow flag, which it looks like it is. Go back here a little bit. Watch that. We'll keep moving on. Rob Anderson, real SK light driver at Stafford Speedway. To the inside, Paul just loses the car. Actually brings up a very good point. Right rear in this car, this particular combo, the motor is turned up a little bit in the SK Modified compared to what it usually is. So you do have to keep that right rear nice and cool. Looks like Paul Caruso might have been using that gas pedal a little too much there as he came into turn 3 and 4 battling with Rob, and unfortunately it got him a little loose and he spun out, but no foul, no wall was hit. So it's going to be Riley Maricchio leading the field, Kyle Martin in second place, and then looks to be Tracy Petter in third. So great race so far. We're going to be on lap 20 of 50. Should be coming to lap 21 at the green flag. Let's see right here if the pace car lights come off. Doesn't quite look like that yet from what I can see. We're gonna get some cool cameras and get a good look of this field. Choate warming up that left front, ready for battle. He's been a bit back, I'd say, most of the time. He's been moving up, back, so he's got some speed here. He's the defending winner of week 1 of the Stafford Weekly Series, so stay tuned for what he's about to do. It looks like pace car lights are off, though. We are 1 to green, which means we are going back to our broadcast camera. Pace car will be coming off here. Riley Maricchio leading the field. He's going to come out of 4, and he can go onto the gas whenever he chooses, which is going to be right green at Stafford Speedway. Lap 21 of 50, guys. We are green. Tracy Petter knocks it inside. Anthony Bello up top. Is he going to continue to get that Stafford shuffle, or is he going to have a good battle here? What are we going to do? Tracy Petter, bottom shot at 3 and 4, sliding up. Will Bello pinch him as much this time? Doesn't quite look like that. These two have a lot of laps here at Stafford Motor Speedway. Bello racing real life SK Modifieds. Tracy Petter, very good sim racer. It looks like they're going to clear themselves. Tracy Petter wins that battle for third. Bello's going to settle for fourth. Does look like Ty Alkis is going to try and pass Bello here. He's been on his bumper all night, essentially. Ty Alkis is also a real-life driver here at Stafford Speedway. He races an SK Light. Very popular division here at Stafford Speedway. Looks like a battle towards the mid-pack. Rob Pedersen is also a real-life SK driver. He drives the SK Modified, battling with Zachary Wilt. Thomas driving the 179. It's one of the best looking modifieds I've seen on the sim in a while. Thomas heavily involved in real life modified racing. Shout out to Fenceline Films. He's going to take the inside here. 1 and 2 of the SK Light driver. Rob Pearson is Steven Choate, defending winner of week 1 Stafford SK Weekly Series. He's going to dive it in, bottom shot, 3 and 4. No battles up front, so we're going to continue to watch this great battle stirring up. Rob fighting on the top. Coming out of 4. Wow, it's a little loose there. That might heat up the tires. Rob's going to shoot it inside. It looks like there could be a wreck, but there's not. Great racing in the back. Check out up front. What do we have going on here? It looks like there's a battle with Ty Alkis heating up. '77 here. Braden. He's going to get to the inside of Ty Alkis, give him that bottom shot special. Ty Alkis is going to slide up high. That's probably going to kill the momentum. Oh, speaking of momentum, there's no more momentum coming out. That should be a yellow flag. Unfortunate day for Ty Alkus. That right front has definitely seen better days. Let's check out what happened there. Ty Alkus driving high. Looks like him and Brady get together. Oh, big hit. That might be the hit of the day at Stafford Motor Speedway. Looks like didn't give each other enough room there. Ty got in the right rear, and once you hit the right rear here, it's over. Fortunate day for him. He was doing really well. Like I said, that's a real life SK light driver at Stafford Motor Speedway, and an unfortunate way to end your day there. Riley Maricchio is still going to be leading the pack. Pace car should be catching up the field coming out of 2 here. Hope you guys are enjoying the race. 23 laps to go in the feature. This is week 2 of the Stafford Weekly Series. We'll be racing every Wednesday. Session opens up 7:15. Heat races 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Hope you guys are enjoying. Current running order. Let's go over that. We got Riley Maricchio up front, Kyle Martin second, Tracy Petter third, Anthony Bello 4th place, having a great run so far. Martin in 5th, Cole Martin that is. Ethan Brewster 6th place, Maury in 7th, Ty Alkus is now in the pits. Zachary Will in 9th, Thomas, shout out Fence Line Films in 10th, Stephen Cho 11th. Remember the scoreboard to turn her back around. But I hear them lining up. That means pace car lights off. 23 laps to go. Riley Maricchio leading the field. He gets to choose when to get on it. Out of 4, Kyle Martin going to try to time the start here. How will he do? Riley Maricchio gets on the gas. We're off at Stafford. 22 laps to go. Kyle Martin with a move going down into 1. Sketchy. Tracy Petter, bottom side. Kyle Martin's going to close that door going into 3. Great battle with Anthony Bello all night so far for this 4th position, 3rd and 4th. Cole Martin saying hello to the top 5 here. See if he can get to the inside of Bello. It's going to be a good battle. Kyle Martin trying to make a move on Riley Maricchio. He is there. He just needs a good corner coming out of 2. Looks like he's getting towards it. So is Tracy Petter. What a battle. This top 15 is really battling. They're all single file, but I promise you this, they are not content with where they're at. Oh, we got some blocking going down. Who is that? Looks like it's going to be the 23 of Ethan Brewster and Zachary Will. What a battle we have going on with these guys. What a 4. Will's going. Oh, Kyle Martin and Tracy Petter. Oh, and he sends them. Let's get a quick back at whatever that just was. A little replay action quickly. Kyle Martin goes to block. Tracy Petter says, "No, sir, you are not blocking." Continues. That will not leave Kyle Martin happy. Anthony Bello and Kyle Martin battling. Will clearly Wills. Kyle Martin is still hitting him. Wow. Good respectful race in there. Kyle Martin could have punted Bello there, but he did not. Thank you guys. Great driving. Kyle Martin's going to get to the inside. This is what we call the bottom shots. Kyle Martin's going to use that apron slide up. Great battles for podium today. Very entertaining race by him. Kyle Martin, Tracy Petter. That's Cole Martin and Kyle Martin. Both Martins on the inside. Bello still fighting on the top. He's probably getting very good at that top group because that's all he's been having to do today is battle up there.
Kyle Martin coming out of turn 3. Bello is going to let him buy into 1 here. Will he get that momentum as Colt Martin is there? He's not going to do anything with it. Did not like the amount of momentum. No bottom shot from him yet. Tracy Petter in 2nd place trying to run down Riley Maricchio, who's been leading this race for a while now. Colt Martin, Zachary Will, good battles. Wow, Colt gets loose. A little bit of contact back there. And we have a great race for 5th place right now. Stephen Choate could not see Brewster. He's blinking everywhere. Stephen Choate, a little bit of contact. Be respectful, guys. Come on, good racing. It's Colt Martin gonna file back down behind Zachary Wilt. Stephen Choate, great passing. Zach Wilt, 23 battle together. Ethan Brewster. Colt Martin's gonna throw bottom shot. Ethan Brewster coming out of 4. Zach Wilt should clear Brewster as Brewster gets into the wall. Does not look happy about that contact. Zach Wilt is gonna get into Stephen Choate. Stephen Choate says, no sir, this is momentum, goodbye. Great battles. Great job, boys. Looks like Ethan Brewster. 7-7 of Marie. Brandon. Good battles. More battles with Brewsters. Shout out to Mr. Fence Lines Films trying to do the bottom shot, show us how it's done on his GoPro as Stephen Choate is getting loose. Oh! And that will wad up the field really badly. We're gonna get a replay here. Not good. Let's see what happened here. Looks like Steven gets loose. Zachary Wilt hits it inside, and Steven just hooks a left there. Killed a lot of the field. Unfortunately, Zach Wilt damaged. Stephen Choate damaged. Our Mr. Fence Line Films does not have a left front. That's not ideal. So that might be it for him. Don't be afraid to check out Fence Line Films on YouTube. There's a lot of people's camera footage. Does a great job with it. Shout out to you, Thomas. All right, let's go back to our leader, Riley Maricchio. Tracy Petter, one of the fastest here. 2nd place. Kyle Martin in 3rd. We did see some hitting before. Kyle went to block there. Tracy Petter didn't like it. Threw him a few lanes high. Will we see something back? Call it retaliation. Call it payback. I call it short track racing. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Be sending this out to everybody. But appreciate everyone for coming in. Appreciate all the drivers for coming every Wednesday. Like I said, if you guys want to join the Stafford Weekly Series, it starts at 7:15 p.m. Practice 7:45 heats Eastern Time. No qualifying. Pace car lights are still on. Don't see any sign of lining up. Car lights are off. Riley Maricchio is going to lead us to the green flag. It looks like we have 10 laps to go in this 50-lap feature. 10 laps to go in this Stafford SK Weekly Series feature. And Riley Maricchio is going to go on green in the Stafford SK Weekly Series. dives it down into turn one. Kyle Martin looking on the inside of Tracy Petter. Remember, Kyle is not happy with him. And there goes the move. He's going to hit Tracy Petter way out of the way. They are 3 wide coming out of 4. I think that's Cole Martin, Anthony Bello, and Tracy Petter. Oh, and Tracy Petter's going to get spun out into 1. And let's get a little replay of that. That should be the yellow, which it is. Heading into 1. It just looks like 3 wide into 1. Not enough room was given. And unfortunately, Tracy Petter up front all day will go to the back. Kyle Martin throwing dive bombs, not happy about that move earlier by Tracy Petter into 1. Kyle went to block. Tracy Petter did not appreciate it, so he hit him up into 1 and 2. Multiple laps later, Kyle Martin got his payback that he feels that he deserves. See how Race Control feels about that one later, but for now, we have 8 to go in the Stafford Weekly Series feature. Riley Maricchio leading, Kyle Martin second. It looks like we have another Martin now. First name's not Kyle, though. It's Colt Martin, Anthony Bello, Brandon in 4th. Can't ask for much better racing up front so far tonight. It's been really good, besides a few little blocks, dive bombs. But each week, shout out to my race control, Connor Knowlton. Each week we do try and make the racing better. We're going to try our best to just build our standard every week so more guys want to show up, more guys want to return, and you guys just watching the stream, the broadcast, whatever you like to call it, you guys want to watch every week. Anyone tuning in, we appreciate you guys. Hopefully we get some good racing on our belt. 8 to go. Pace car lights still on. Each week we do plan on upgrading the broadcast more and more. Any feedback you guys have, I genuinely appreciate. Hope you guys are enjoying the race so far. Pace car lights are off. That means the pace car, like I've said 1,000 times now, is diving down into 3. 8 laps to go here. Could be 7 at the line. Riley Maricchio is going to take us to the green flag. Kyle Martin in 2nd. Colt Martin fighting all day 3rd. Anthony Bello in 4th. Great battles up front so far. What are we going to do? We are going to go green at Stafford Motor Speedway. Kyle Martin is going to file in, which he does. Will he get that momentum off the top? Wow, what a corner from Kyle Martin. A lot of momentum there. Can't quite get the bottom shot in 3 or 4, but looks like there are some battles that someone's going to get loose. That could be the yellow. I hear carnage. Oh boy. Looks like we have some carnage. 67. Let's see if we can get a replay here of what exactly happened. Just looks like a stack up. Brewster, David. Yeah. What you get in the back when it's very aggressive racing. Not much fault that you can hand out. Back up front. Good battles between Kyle Martin and Riley Maricchio. Many of these guys racing from the Northeast, very familiar with modifieds. Some guys, fans, some come here every Friday night, real life Stafford Motor Speedway. Some guys, pit crew guys, they go around Stafford Speedway Weekly, they do Modifico Tri-Track, maybe the Wheel and Modified Tour. MRS series, I don't know, something. Anything with pits. And then some guys, like I said before, are real life drivers in here. A few late model guys, SK light guys, SK modified guys. If you're a real life driver and you're watching this, come on down. We'll take anyone. We'll take any good sim racer, any real life driver. As long as you're clean, fast, competitive, that's all we ask for in the Stafford Weekly Series. Seven laps to go. Should be 6 at the line. Riley Maricchio leading, Kyle Martin second. Anthony Bello been fighting all day for a great podium run. Colt Martin, Corey Cosgray, Brandon Morey, Rob Pedersen, Paul Caruso, a few real-life drivers. I'm sure some of you, you're from the Northeast, you're familiar with some of those names. Very fast guys. Ethan Brewster, Peyton Bufflin, Jeremy. But guys, looks like we are lining up here. Pace car lights are off. He's going to be pulling off. Let's get some good battles here going on. Pace car pulling off. Start once again is on Riley Maricchio coming out of 4. And we have green at Stafford Motor Speedway. Riley Maricchio enters 1. There are 6 laps to go. Kyle Martin fighting up top very aggressively. Anthony Bello is going to try to get to the inside of Kyle Martin. Kyle Martin says no. Anthony Bello, bottom shot, 3 wide. They save it. That's going to kill Bello's momentum. Kyle Martin up top. Colt Martin, great dive to the inside there. Kyle Martin stays up top. Someone hits the wall on 1 and 2. They're still going. Colt Martin going to try to get to the bottom of Kyle Martin. Riley Maricchio, Kyle Martin battling. Who's going to get the momentum out of turn 4? Looks like barely at the line. Riley Maricchio has the momentum. Kyle Martin, though, holding strong on the top side of Stafford. There is a lineup there still. Colt Martin inside of Riley, or of Kyle Martin, excuse me. Kyle Martin still holding his top line. Colt Martin says, no, I'm going to the inside. We have a car spun back there, but turn 1, Colt Martin throws it under Kyle Martin. It is the Martin battle of a lifetime. So Colt Martin's going to do what we call the bottom shot coming into 3. Slide up the apron. Kyle Martin slides up the track. He's going to lose some momentum, and now is Colt Martin sitting there in 2nd place. Great run as Bello is going to bring it to the inside of Kyle Martin. Bello coming out of turn 2, gets that momentum. Great battle all day. He's been clawing for a podium finish here. Kyle Martin's going to try to get that top momentum. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck. That should be something, but it's not. We got the white flag here. Colt Martin's going to dive it. Riley Maricchio's going to get loose. Colt's loose. He was going to get 2nd place, but he's not. Riley Maricchio's going to win week 2 in the Stafford Weekly Series. Oh, big wrecks after. What a race. Finishing order of top 3 is Riley Maricchio, Anthony Bello, and Kyle Martin. Wow. Looks like there is some bumping and banging after. What a race, guys. I hope you guys have all enjoyed racing at the Stafford Weekly Series so far. If you guys want to join, like I said, we're on Facebook. The link should be there in the description of the Stafford Weekly Series, 7:15 p.m. Eastern every Wednesdays. Hope you guys enjoyed the race. We'll see you in week 3.